they're about 45, with complete cessation of our menstruation, or on average in this country, about 52.
Right.
But I call the decade between 35 and 45 the critical decade to get your shit together. Here's why.
I love it.
Here's why. Because I wish I had done it.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Because I don't know about you. You were an athlete. I was an athlete. If I saw I was gaining a little weight or I was sore, it was a really quick fix for me.
Yep.
And you know what? This is so ironic. I am a musculoskeletal aging researcher. I don't think I thought it would ever happen to me.
Oh, yeah. That's
That's why it
interesting.
hit me. But if you're listening, please recognize that between 35 and 45, 35, you still have all your hormones by and large. You've got this youthful vigor. 45, you're going to start to be chaotically perimenopause when things change. Let's make sure we have learned what's coming. Let's make sure we establish a standard of our nutrition, right? Because when we get to 45 or even later, 52, when menopause happens, if we're suddenly having to create 6 or 7 new lifestyle things, it is so hard. Like, people are like, what should I do now, Vonda? And if they're 55, I'm like, this and this and this.
Right.
Right?
Right.
But at 35, if we layer in, how are we going to have an anti-inflammatory diet? How are we going to eat enough protein? And what does that even mean? If we think about, okay, at 35, how do I start lifting in a way that's going to help me stimulate muscle protein synthesis and not just build endurance?
Right.
I think starting early and layering on the lifestyles, by the time we get to be perimenopausal, when hormones may or may not be helping us at all, our endogenous hormones, it's not such a shock. It's not so hard.
Yeah.
So that was a lot.
I really like getting ahead of it. I think that is a really important point. And it was interesting as you were talking, I was thinking, that when I was 43, that's how I found fasting, because I, like you, anytime I needed to drop a few pounds, I would just put a couple more hours in each week on the, running, and it would make it go, run a little more. But then the injury kept piling upon injury upon injury. And I was like, what is going on? And so that's when I learned about fasting. I was like, oh, wait, I can actually get my weight to drop doing it that way.
Yeah.
What's interesting about what you're saying is that you're using nutrition like most people would use supplements, or they would use medication. Like, I love this idea of like bringing it in the beginning so that you can keep that a good foundation of inflammation down. And then my question is, collagen would it be worth it to eat collagen rich foods, especially in those early perimenopausal years?
Well, I think the best data on collagen, and I'm not an expert, but I think the best data on collagen happens to be surrounding bones and muscle, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, there's some data that you can increase bone density 1 to 2% a year by supplementing with the right kind of collagen. Imagine entering the critical decade maxed out on everything with the best bone density, right? Before you start losing your estrogen, with the best muscle mass. And so pulling in all the tools, I don't think it's one thing. I think if I look at we're both deep into the longevity community. We both appear at these same things. And I think what happens sometimes is we think one gadget's going to do it for us.
Right.
Some bright, shiny tool. And that's not my experience as a clinician.
No.
It is this constant, it's this ecosystem, as we like to say. It's not one little thing you turn on with a switch. So that's why I talk about it like this.
Yeah. I was at all the biohacking and everything for so many years. And one day it hit me. I don't think you can hack a woman's body. You can't hack into it. You have to harmonize it. It's not a body that's hackable. And it's a body that needs love and nourishment and needs a rhythm to it. And so I really
work in a rhythmic manner. When you think about it, every month there's a rhythm of our complexity, hormones up, hormones down, we exchange different versus, men get their testosterone and it slowly declines. And so you may be more inclined to hack that.
Right. But that's another topic.
It's another topic.
Yes.
And you know what? I've made several comments. I really do love men. I'm married to a man. I have 4
Of course.
sons. But
Yeah, right. There you go.
Let's
Yeah. Well, it's our moment too. We're having our moment. We're finally getting to stand on our soapbox and scream from the rooftops.